man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind getting money.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Bucs and the Falcons on Monday Night Prime Time.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight we put a bow on Week 15 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Here we go.
Jones looking to throw right away. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And complete to Drake London. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing Jones. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was all polished off on the touchdown reception by K.J. Hamler. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
What's up? What's up?
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for White a week ago. 1 rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Bucs had 8 and 5 to start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
First down, here's White. Taken down at the 42. You talk about this Falcon defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Done.
Play fake. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this is an offense that's number 1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
They'll go up the middle with White. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Mayfield off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's taken to the 26. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw it one deep.
The drive starts with a run by White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be too high. throws it incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Going right side is White. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down, they'll run with White. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
What's that?
Mayfield now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, a run with Vaughn. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Logan Hall able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The drive had started well after a quarter halftime. Now it's slowed down a bit. And let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Back to throw. Jones. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. Brought down at the 20.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Okay, here we go.
2nd and 7 from the 20. (10-7) our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They start to drive with White. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. To the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the draw, here's White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. To throw, Mayfield. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 67 yards. And the Bucs have moved out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Handoff coming left is Vaughn. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st down, they go back to Vaughn again. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On the option left, it's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what. Whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And a fast footwork by White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Mayfield on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They defer to White out of the shotgun. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us a ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I never return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
On the give, it's White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and a yard. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He completes it right side of the lane. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now we'll pause for an injured player, and that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off play action. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Running behind center with Vaughn. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job And then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now Jones. Flushed out right. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. K.J. Hamler with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are back within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was all polished off on the touchdown reception by K.J. Hamler. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Well, Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on, and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Throwing, Jones. This one swung out to Vaughn. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. That's complete to Parker Washington. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now coming to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake. Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 23. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield to throw it. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and a couple. On the draw, it's White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Let's go.